Hello, boys and girls. My name is Jean Van Dusen, and my husband, Ross Van Dusen, writes and illustrates children's books. And we are here in our home in Albuquerque today, welcoming you to a virtual author event sponsored by one of the nicest places in Gallup, New Mexico, the Octavia Felon Children's Library. Now, I want you to call me Aunt Jean. Can you say, hello, Aunt Jean? I want you to call Ross Uncle Ross. Can you say, hello, Uncle Ross? Oh no, he's sleeping. He's not supposed to be sleeping. We have to wake him up. Can you say even louder? Hello, Uncle Ross. It didn't work. He didn't wake up. Now we have to say, hello, Uncle Ross, really, really loud. So loud that we can hear it all the way through the screen. Are you ready? Hello, Uncle Ross. Oh, you're awake. You're
Hi.
awake. You weren't supposed to be sleeping.
Hi, kids. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm going to read a book, aren't I? Yes. Okay. I'm going to read How the Crocka Dog Came to Be.
But first, I want to tell you a little bit about how Ross conceived this book. He woke up one morning and he had a thought. He had an idea. He thought of a little yellow puppy. A little bitty yellow puppy.
And?
Bitty yellow puppy. And that little puppy never existed before. And then he thought, I will make a book, I will draw pictures, and I will write words. And guess what? I will create a book. And that's what he did. And I like to think of you, Uncle Ross, as a magician. And I, of course, am the magician's assistant. But I like to think of you, boys and girls, also as magicians. Because imagination, which is what Uncle Ross used to make this book, imagination is like magic. And we're all magicians, and we can take right out of our heads ideas. So put your hands on your head. Got your hands on your head? All righty. Now, right out of your head, you can take ideas. You can think of a picture. You can write a story and make them into something real. And that's what Uncle Ross did, and that's what you guys can do. Because with imagination, you are capable of anything.
Okay. Now, the story is How the Crocka Dog Came to Be. There was a little yellow puppy that lived off Main Street down in Bad Alley somewhere. It was near the end of the day, and the little puppy needed a place to stay. He thought he might sleep in that box over there. He was too little to see that something was in it much bigger than he. See that little cat in the corner? And there's Elwood up on the top there, wearing a hat like mine. When the puppy peeked in, a big old black cat gave him a thwack. Yikes! He couldn't sleep there, and he would never come back. Look at the mean cat with those big, sharp teeth. He looked over yonder and thought that he might sleep under that dumpster tonight. He was about to give it a shot when he saw those mean, angry eyes and thought, maybe not. See those mean eyes in the bottom there, inside the dumpster? It was getting dark and he had no place to stay, so he scratched on the door, hoping someone would come. But a voice from inside said, go away. Then he saw a space right next to the house, and he thought no one would care if he slept down in there. See that little space on the edge? The small, narrow space was a pretty nice place, all cozy and comfy and safe. He liked it a lot, so he checked out a box, and then he thought, yes, this could be the spot. He slowly crept up and looked front and back to make sure no creature would give him a smack. He curled up inside. It was cozy enough, but still he was sad because things in Bad Alley were always so bad. See how sad he looks? Okay. Things would be better tomorrow, he hoped. He'd wake up quite early and find something to eat. Then he fell asleep thinking some food would be neat. He got up quite early, just as he planned, but when he tried to creep past that nasty old cat, the cat bit his tail and pulled it and bent it and stretched it out flat. Ooh, look at that mean old cat. And later that day, a grumpy old man kicked little Puppy out of the way. Why he was grumpy, the pup didn't know. Was it because the man's shoes were so old that his toes were real cold? Look at his toes sticking out of his worn-out shoe. He did find some food, some scraps, don't you know. And just when he thought he was set for the day, a big mean old dog took his yum-yum away. Now he was angry, and his anger would grow. See how he's getting eyebrows? See the little hair growing on his little paws there? Back home in his box, he felt very strange. He was no longer a puppy. He was starting to change. Well, you can see how changed he is. He noticed his paws, and he noticed his claws. Whatever it was, he wasn't the same. See, he can tell he's getting mean. When that mean old man kicked him again, he chomped through the leather and bit the man's toe. He felt really bad about biting that shoe. He knew biting was wrong, but he didn't know what else to do. Look at the little mice. See how shocked they are that he's biting that shoe? The old man was having a fit, hopping away because he got bit. And wouldn't you know, he called the dog catcher. Uh-oh. The dog catcher arrived just before night. What he saw was a big yellow dog that was ready to fight. Now, the dog catcher was so frightened, his heart almost stopped. But it was his job, so he let the net drop. A net, thought the dog? Are you kidding me? He chewed up the net and chomped on the trunk and spit out the bumper all twisted and bent. The dog catcher stepped on the gas and away he went. Look, he bit the whole back end off of that truck. Things had always been bad in Bad Alley, but they were about to get worse. Oh, look how mean he is now. Now the little puppy had grown so big, he wasn't even a dog, not in the least. He was a Crocka Dog, a beast. And nobody kicks or scratches or fights or throws a net over a Crocka Dog that bites. Ooh, he's a scary little guy. So they called for the army to send in a tank. And here comes that old tank. Look at the people up in the window all worried, all scared. The little mice down there, they're still scared. And what do you know? He chewed up the tank, but let the crew go. See that tank? All the pieces, he just chewed it to pieces. Look, there's the gun barrel sticking out of his mouth. Wow. And the crew's walking away. The army called for the Air Force to send in a blimp. Oh, look at that big old blimp coming. Looks like Crocodile's ready for him, doesn't it? But he chewed up the blimp and spit out the crew. Now nobody knew what to do. Oh, look at that. He could really open those jaws. Elwood had been watching and was very, very sad. He knew what to do, and it wouldn't be bad. He stood in the alley as brave as could be, and when the Crocodile met him with a growl and a hiss, look at that growl, Elwood surprised him with a hug and a kiss. Now the Crocodile had never, not ever been kissed. Kindness and niceness were things that he'd missed. Look how surprised he is when Elwood gives him a little kiss on the nose. It was the only affection that he'd ever felt, and his anger immediately started to melt. He shrank down to normal to the alley's surprise. Not back to a puppy, but to a nice little doggy with love in his eyes. Oh, look at that. Look how happy the people are, too. Elwood was a hero, plus he wasn't alone. He would keep little doggy and give him a home. Now Elwood was happy with his new best friend, Frank. That's what he named him after he shrank. And Frank's funny name did cause some laughter, but Elwood and Frank lived happily ever after.
Hi again, boys and girls. Let's go into Ross's studio where he is going to show you how to draw Crocodile. Now, be sure to have some paper and pencil or paper and crayon handy. Okay? Well, let's go.
Hi, boys and girls, and hi, Aunt Jean. I'm going to show you how I draw the Crocka Dog. I start with an oval. You know what an oval is? It's a circle that somebody sat on. So we start with just a long oval. Now, I didn't draw the part over here because that's where the ears and the nose go. Everybody got a bit of an oval going there? Okay. Next, I draw a line for that big old mouth. Big, long mouth. Okay, then we're going to put on that funky little nose. Here we go, the little goofy nose. And then back over. Now the oval's almost finished. You got a nose? Okay, everybody got their nose in there? Now we're going to draw the ears. A couple of big old ears. Okay, everybody got some ears in there? Good. Now we're going to put in some eyes. A couple of eggs for eyes. Those are the eggs. Now we can put the pupils of the eye anywhere we want. Let's put them in the middle. Now he doesn't look angry or happy or sad yet. It's the eyebrows that do that. Got your eggs in there, your eyes? Okay, got the little dots for the pupils? Okay, now let's make him angry. So put the angry old eyebrows in there. Can you scribble in some eyebrows? Okay, eyebrows are in. Now we're going to do some feet. You got 4 little lines coming down. And then just a kind of a scribble for the old hair. The hairy knuckles, right? Okay, that's the front feet. Got your front feet in there? Okay, now the back feet. A couple of legs back here. Got the 4 legs and some more squiggly hair for the back feet. And then we put in the really scary claws here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's the back claws. You got them? 1, 2, 3. Okay, now we're going to do the front claws. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now we got claws and everything. What's missing? Oh, the tail. Okay, we give him a tail. Now remember, the cat kind of bit it, so it's a little wiggly on the bottom where the cat bit him. Okay, now we got a tail. You're going to add a fuzzy end on the tail, just a kind of a scribble there. Okay. Got a tail, get the tail drawn, little squigglies. Okay, now what's missing? The teeth. Okay, the big scary teeth. Big old scary teeth. See, all of a sudden he starts looking really mean and really bad. Make them a little smaller toward the end. And then put some teeth coming out on the bottom too. Wow. Little old scary teeth. And we have a Crocka Dog. And that's how I do the whole book.
Hey, Uncle Ross.
Yeah?
Can you show how the eyes can be happy and sad?
Sure.
Can you draw some eyes for us?
Here, I'll just draw some eyes, okay? Now those are the same eyes, right? We'll even put them in the same place, the pupils in the same place. Now, if you want them to be kind of a little happy or something, the eyebrows go there. And over here, let's do a couple more eyes. Put the eye in. Now, what? We're going to do happy or surprise? Let's do surprise. Way up in the air. If he was surprised, he'd be, whoa, like that. So the eyebrows create the expression in the eyeballs.
And then where the pupils are make a difference too.
Sure, we can, let's see, I'll get over here now. A couple of eggs. And he can be kind of looking off in dreamland. And let's give him a funny kind of a thing here. Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
That looks pretty good.
Yeah, and that's how Crocka Dog, that's how I draw him all through the book. Happy, sad, wondrous, and...
So the kids can do this too, right?
Yeah, you can do
just
it
by
at home,
drawing
kids.
circles and adding little scribblies and triangles and for ears and and straight lines for legs. You can draw any character you want.
Okay.
Thanks, Uncle Ross.
Oh, you're welcome. Bye, kids.
Bye, boys and girls.
Thanks for watching.